Hello everyone, very good afternoon, and I would like to welcome you all in today's webinar, which is Next Generation Infrastructure Designed for Speed, Safety, and Sustainability with respect to rail. It is imperative in response to the evolving landscape of rail transportation that we design for the speed, safety, and sustainability, which is referred to as a 3S, which is vital for green infrastructure of our nation. As the demand for swift, efficient connectivity between cities and region is growing, there is a critical need for advancement in rail speed and efficiency. So, furthermore, with increasing scrutiny on environmental impact, sustainable practices such as electrification, alternative energy resource, and green construction methods have become the indispensable for the modernization of rail infrastructure. So, before proceeding further, I would like to give a brief introduction about Capricorn technology. Capricorn is India leading design and construction management technologies solution provider for architecture, engineering, and construction. So we are like one of the Autodesk's largest platinum partner and authorized training center, and we have more than 300 dedicated team members. And Capricorn serve over 20,000 clients in the AEC related industries. Capricorn also has contributed significantly to the country adoption of computer-aided design for more than 3 decades. So we offer the best solution, approaches, and practices to increase your productivity and how we can lower the project risk. And now we are delighted to inform you that we have a global footprint to serve you with our best of our abilities. So Capricorn Tech is now a part of a Arcans group. So this would be our today agenda for our webinar sessions. First, we are going to cover the existing site capturing and preliminary design, followed by the detailed design of railway alignment and profile. Then we will switch to the turnout and crossing design. Then we will see how we can automate our design with respect to rail. Then we will see like how model integration work and how visualization work. Then at the second last, we will have the expert talk. And at the last, we will have a Q&A session. So I would like to request to all the participants, if they have any query in between the session, they can just simply put it in the chat. So now I would like to call Mr. Rajendra Meena, solution specialist for linear infrastructure at Arkan's company, Capricorn Technology, to take over from this. Over to you, Mr. Rajendra.
Thank you, Pranil. Yeah, so before we start our the next steps of like how we can do all the complete stages of the railways, we will first learn what are the different dimensions right now using in the industry. So this is a very basic concept of the dimensions. Is first is 2D. That's the like is using for the dimensions for the layout and the geometry. Then the industry is shifting towards the 3D dimensions, where they have their materials. That's a third dimensions to them. Then after that, they have the 4D, which is related to their timings. That's nothing but your scheduling. And 5D is related to the cost. And 6D is related to their life cycle information and sustainability. And 7D is related to the facility management and applications. So let's begin the concept of the conceptual designing in the railway. So we have the solutions that's called InfraWorks. Under this, have a ability to capture the existing site and get the maximum detail of the existing sites, so that we can design more accurately our preliminary designs. So let's check how we can do that. So you can see you have any project in in your mind, like how your project will be going on, where is the your line track, where is your the building stations, like where tunnel will should come, where is the bridges will come, and most of other things, like you where it will be appear in your project, you can decide before you go in for the detailed designs for more 3D model, so that you can take the better decisions for while you going for the detailed designs. Let me share my software. So I take a one example here. So this is the InfraWorks 2024, and under this you have the options like you can capture the site which you on which the site you are going to work. So for example, I take here a Jaipur station, and you can switch in the satellite mode. And this is the railway junctions of the Jaipur. So I'm taking one example of nearby somewhere here. These stations. So here you have three type of options how you can capture the your site. So whether you want to capture by rectangular shape, whether you want to capture in the polygon shape, or if you have a your KMZ file, so that you can convert that KMZ file into the polygon, and you can import exactly the existing boundary of your project and capture exactly the same boundary within the InfraWorks. So right now I'm using a polygon shape, and I'm just putting the line as I want to capture. So I'm taking this 2 stations distance project up to here. I'm just capturing the existing site. So you have to define the area of your existing surface, right? And you can give the name of your model. So for example, it's a Jaipur, or I'm giving webinar station. And here you have options. You can geo coordinate your the site. So in this, you have to select the LL84, or if you want to give the specific coordinates, then you have the multiple options. You can just select from the your geo coordinates by clicking here, even by selecting the country wise. So I'm selecting this LL84 and create a model. And I already captured this the model. So I will not wait for the model to capturing, because right now it's working behind the softwares, and within a 1 minute it will appear on this the working space. So I will already done this exercise before. So I will directly open the site. So you can see I captured this the site, and it's a 3D model. You can see it's a more or less flat area, and you will get the uh, existing conditions, where is the building, where is the roads, and where other the features is available nearby this track, right? And you can also see the your engineering views, that means the contour levels of the existing surface. So if you go more closer, you can see the contours is appear, and this the label is representing the elevations of the contours. And this is the track. Uh, so for example, I want to create a one more track here. So I will start from here until the end site. So we have the options whether you want to create the roads and the railways both. So I will use the railways because our concern is to railways here. So I will use the railway track. let us say suppose up to here, I create a one new track. Okay. So this allows you to make a 3D model of the track. But you can see this model is not up to the requirement, like it's not exactly looks like your requirement. So you can change the assembly as per your the cross sections, whether you want multiple tracks or you want to add some extra the features over this template. You can customize this template and you can uh, create the new track. So this way you can able to create the like a uh, existing the railway tracks in the 3D model. And if you see here, there is some railway stations. So you can insert the building, station building here. Yeah, I think this one. Yeah, yeah, it's a station here. So if you like to add any buildings, we have the multiple options, whether the buildings you can create, whether in the SketchUp or you created in the Revit file, you can bring that file into the this model and exactly place the your buildings exactly the same location where your exactly stations will come. And you have the more options is like if you have 3D models, then you can also bring that model into the InfraWorks also. And other the format of the file it supports is this much 3D. Then it's the DGN file, your the InfraWork file, your IFC file, land XML files, point cloud data if you have the raster image, the SDA file, save files, and SQLite files. So you can bring the lots of data and make it a one master plan within the InfraWorks. And the finally, then you can complete your the project, and you can present this model into the in the video format. So I will show you one already I created the one model. So that the webinar stations is captured. So you can see here that model is appear here. So you can see here, I just create a one station. Under this, I create the railway tracks. You can see. And also I just insert a different model. This is the SketchUp model, and it shows a platform. And this building is representing the station building. And this is the Revit model. You can see this is the Revit model. You can go inside this and see the more details of this building. So you can bring lots of different source of data into the same model and make it a master of your the project model. Here it also you can create your the roadside along the your railway track if you want to create. I just create here that one. So you can see here it is a VOP I created here. Also, if you have some the toll plaza, so you can also create that. So you can see I created some toll plaza as well. So it depends on how like what are your project is, what are the different models you want to use under your project. You can bring all the files and make it a master project for your the projects, right? So once you've done your conceptual model, the actual model within the InfraWorks, then you can go for a more detailing, and that will do we will do in the Civil 3D. One more thing, like if you have want to capture the existing the surface more accurately, so nowadays we use a point cloud data. And under the point cloud data, if you see, we have to filter the some uh, the null points. That means we just require the existing surface. But while we just do a point cloud survey, uh, he will capture the top of the trees, your buildings, and some other features elevations. So that will gives you the spikes in your surface. So we have to neglect that type of the data. So for to refilter that, we use a recap row, and that helps you to rectify your the existing surface. Even you can also extract the like if you see here, here is a railway track. So you can extract these railway tracks as a feature lines, and you can use these feature lines into the Civil 3D for a more detailing project. Right? So that way we can capture the existing our the lines, and we can bring that feature lines into the Civil 3D for more detailings. Once we done all this, the conceptual and extracted the feature lines, after that we will do the detailed designs within the Civil 3D. And Civil 3D allows you to do the more geometrical designs with the design checks of your design criterias. So it allows you to create your the horizontal alignments, your the vertical profiles, then you have to create the corridors, then it allows you to calculate the quantity of your materials, and you can create the cross sections of your the railway tracks, and just create the output as a plant seed productions. So by using Civil 3D, we can able to apply all the design criterias as per Indian standards. Uh, if you have the Indian toolkits, you can able to apply the design criterias as per the country kits. Otherwise, you can follow the matrix systems. It also allow you to create the turnout and the crossings as well. And also you can calculate the cant for the railway. It also allowed you to edit within the tables. If you like want to change any of the cant values, you can change, and you can export that the report of the cants, and you can import again in that files, and re apply the cant values into the railway tracks. Once you done the horizontal geometry, then it allows you to capture, you can create the profile of the existing surface, and as well as the design profiles you can create. And within the profile, you can label the vertical profile labels and the horizontal. Also, you can draw the objects, whatever the objects you want to highlight within the profiles, you can highlight that one. And it gives you more the accurate detail of the objects, where the objects will start, where it will the end. For example, the railway bridge you have, so you can highlight that bridge within the profiles. Then we have to create our the sections, and this is the assemblies that we have to create based on our projects. You have to create the multiple assemblies according to the sections. it always you have to create based on your the project demand. And this is the important one more the best thing in Civil 3D is it is a dynamic in nature. So whatever you will change, it is in that dynamic. It will automatically reflect in your the output as well. And once you create your the corridor, we have to create the quantity of your earthwork, your the materials. So it allows you to calculate the quantity estimations, and you can export that material quantity, and you can do the all the calculations part of your earthwork. And you can also attach the calculations, the cost, which is that quantity takeoff. So it allows you, if you have a scheduling cost, you can attach that cost within the materials, and that give you the cost as well while you calculating the earthwork and the your materials. So once you complete your the corridor based on different sections and different regions, you can modify the assembly and just rebuild the corridor. It automatically changes within the corridor itself. So it is a dynamic in nature. It saves a lots of time of rework. Generally, when you're doing in the manual methods, it's like you have to do lots of reworks, especially for the drafter. So in this case, it is because of dynamic nature. Whatever you change in the assemblies automatically change in your the seed productions as well. So it saves a lots of time of the drafters. And you can also see your the working space in the multiple views at a single times. So it allows you to see whether you want to work in 3D models in one sections. Simultaneously, you want to see some other the profiles of that and the alignments and the cross sections. You can work all different views. It also give you a simulations, or like you can do the driveway, and you can check how your the corridors, the railway tracks will appear, and you can extract that in the solid form as well. And also you can export all the multiple reports of the railway tracks, whether it is a horizontal reports, vertical profile reports, your the quantity that's our earthwork, and the material quantity. So you can bring like you can take out the lots of submission reports for your the projects for the final submissions. And also it has a capability by using Project Explorer, you can customize your reports, and you can export in the manual method. Like you can add whatever the parameters you want to extract. You just add that parameter in the Project Explorer, and you can take out in exactly the same uh, uh, the formats, the reports you like to export. So this is the detailed design of the railway track. And after once you've done the complete detailed design of the railway tracks. It also allows you can do a railway bridge by using the different workflow of the AC collections. So you can use the InfraWorks for to create the bridge, and you can bring that bridge into the for more detailing in the rabbits, and there you can do the more detailing parts, like you want to change their piers, and you want to do the barring of the piers, and you want to change the different parameters, and also you can you want to change the geometry of the piers and the decks and other things. Then you can do all the changes in the Rabbit, and you can bring that families into the InfraWorks and exactly place the same geometry within the InfraWorks bridge. Even like I said, you can also customize your railway tracks as per your the appearance, how you just want to represent your the cross section of your railway tracks. So you can see here, we can create a bridge within the InfraWorks, and that bridge we can bring into the Rabbit. You can do more like a decorative decorations, like you can add the guardrails, the electric poles, or any other utilities you want to add. You can easily add the all the features within the InfraWorks, and you can uh, create a more realistic the projects. So I said like you can bring that model into the InfraWorks, and you can do here more detailing parts of your the bridge. So you can change the families of the piers, and you want to change the deck size and the shape. So you can change here, and you can bring that model into the InfraWorks. So it looks like more real, and that as per your the design, the design shapes as per your the requirement of the projects. So similarly, you can also create the tunnel as well. Uh, in the within the InfraWorks, they have options like you can create the tunnel also, and you can bring that model into the again in the Rabbit, and you can do more the geometry detailing in the Rabbit, and rebarring also, and again you can bring the model into the InfraWorks. So I will show you how you can create that the railway bridge and the railway track within the InfraWorks. So for example, I will take this and I will create a one. Here I will create a one corridor. You can change this the corridor into the railway. First, for that you have to create the customized railway track. So first I will change the elevations of this corridor and I will move a little bit higher side, turn on the existing ground. You can also control the grade. You can see you can you have two options, like you can control the grades and the up to distance where you want to finish the curve length. Now you have the option here what you want to create, whether you want to create here a bridge or the tunnels. We have the under the structure, we have the option both the bridge and the tunnels. So first I like to create a one bridge here, and from here to here. So now you can see that bridge is appear here. But you can see right now the template, the cross section is a road, is a highway, right? So you want to change that highway into the assembly into the railway. So for that you have to convert that road assembly into the railway first. So how you can convert the roads into the railway? You have to create a one component here, a small road. And under this, under the manage tab, you have the style palette. You have the parametric model or 3D model. I already bring this track as a 3D model. You can download the different tracks 3D model by using SketchUp, or you can create in the Revit file. So you can bring that as a 3D model. So I already downloaded that track from the SketchUp, and I just want to uh, add this track into the this corridor. So I can change this template into the railway track. So I will place the decoration, and this is trial track by naming. Let me type here. So here is that one, and I place this one. So you can see that track is up here. So you can do a little bit changes here. One is the spacing you can do. I will change little bit, 25. Okay. So it will looks more real. Okay. So you can also change the material of the existing the road. You just don't want to show the this line marking. So disable all this. Now you just want to add the ballast so it looks like more real. So I will go in the material and you can see I downloaded already the picture of the ballast. So if you want to add more, here is the option is like texture. Under this, you can able to download. Just import that file. So let me check. So I already downloaded different materials. So if you want to add any material, so you just click that one and I'm just selecting this one. And you can see that material is appear here. So I will give the rail ballast. So I want to apply this material into this section. So it will looks more real. So I will change that into the ballast. So this is the rail ballast which I just added into the material list and the supply. You can see that ballast is appearing here. So you can change all the these layers into the ballast. So I will change quickly. Right. So once you're done, you can also option. You have options like you can add the solder side here in the sloping side. So I will do one more thing here. So I will do horizontal offset. Let okay. Okay. We have two. So I will delete this and I will shift only one. Make it center. So I just want to add the crossings the solder side here. This side up to the end. You can change the slope. So let's say up to minus 33%. And I will increase the width. It's almost 3 meter down and up to the start. So you can see we added the one solder side, the cross slope. Similarly, I will add one this side as well. And just change the parameters. Now just change the material as well. Just apply the same ballast. Both side decided. So suppose this is my cross section. So if you want to make it in the double track, triple tracks, something like that, you can create the same. And once you just created this, you have to add this as a assembly. So just add into the library. So I will select. I'm giving name as a webinar rail track. Now I can use this assembly. I can apply this assembly to this the section. This is the new assembly which we created as a webinar rail track. So I will apply from this side to the end. So the track is now changed from the rail, from road, from the highway to into the railway. And you can also apply the cut and fill material this side as well. So let's say I just want to apply the cut material will be like this. And the fill material will be like this. So whatever the material it is, you can assign that material. This side as well. Right. So this way you can create the complete railway track according to your the typical cross sections as you want to create. And I already show you like how you can bring the railway stations and the different models from the different source of the softwares like you are using for to complete the workflow. So once you've done all this, like more conceptual design to the detailed designs, then it comes up the dynamo part where it allows you for the automation. So it saves a lots of time to placing uh, the light poles and the different things. So that will saves a lot of times for a repetitive tasks. So let me share my screen. So we are using Dynamo for basically for the uh, automations purpose. So to reduce our reworks, right? So under this, basically, what happens? It has a programming tools that you have to create by using all the links, and then you have to run that the script basically, and that script allows you to reduce your the repetitive tasks. So like you can place the or the like a signboards and the different utilities part, like your sleepers. You can split your corridors. You can place the sleepers. And generally it takes lots of time to place, the manually the signboards and the railway lines in the software. But by using this Dynamo, you can able to place the multiple objects, just linking your Excel file by using the Dynamo link. Then it saves a lots of your times to automate your designs. And the error is the possibility of error is also very less. So once you done the from conceptual to the up to the dynamo part, then finally we have to check the clash detections. So whether our the objects which we created is not should not be collide. This it should be collision free. Like in this example, this light pole is crossing it, so they are intersecting. So we have to resolve all the all the classes that we have. So before we go for the construction site, we have to resolve all the cases so that we saves a lots of time and we can avoid the such scenarios to our sites. So this way we can able to save the lots of time, also the lots of rework, and we can able to save the cost, because we are resolving the problems within the design instead of resolving the problem at the site. So by using the clash detections, we can able to check the clashes throughout the projects. Once you've done all the workflow, so like nowadays, the industry are moving towards the common data environment, where the peoples are working at a centralized files. The multiple streams, they are working at a single place, and they can save a lots of times for uh, you know for the live linking of the files. They are the uh, they are like using the exactly the updated version of the files, so they are always up to date. The files, when anyone is changes, they get the message, they get the all the details that this person is changed the files. So you are always up to date, right? Instead of like waiting for someone tells you that we are changing in the manual methods, right? So basically we're using the common data environment, and this common data environment also allows you to assign your teams with the different the departments, whether you are like you in single projects, your different teams is working together. One is, for example, for the railway track. So we have they are different teams. One is the railway track designs, one is for the site engineers, one is for the administrator. So it's very important that they should know the live updates of the projects, where the projects is going on, and what is the update, and they get the update at the single platform without losing any data. So under the IC collections, like docs is the one solutions. So that gives you this kind of the workflow, which allows your teams to work at a single master files. And the best part is like it allows you to giving the level of accessibility, like the persons who are going to work in this project, what are the level of his uh, under the project, whether he's working for downloading, like he can update the file, whether he will just view the file, and he can add do more modification in the file. So you can give the accessibility to the persons, like up to what level he will use that files. And you can also do all you can create the cases under the build and also docs, and that you can assign to your team members, like where when it will start and where it will should be, and the problem. So you have to resolve the problem within the duration. So you can assign all uh, the tasks or issues, and you can also attach the references like videos and the images as well. right? So this is the complete workflow of our railway tracks from the beginning of conceptual modeling to the our common data environment. So सर क्या वो है क्या गेस्ट है क्या Okay, so now we will take the question answers. So you can type all the questions, whatever the questions you have in your mind. Yes, is asking, can we switch work between Rabbit and InfraWorks as required when some same project files are open on both softwares? We can uh, f- do the reverse, like vice versa. You can bring the files from Rabbit to the InfraWorks and InfraWorks into the Rabbit. But it's not like live linking. It's not like you changes anything in the Rabbit, it automatically changes in the InfraWorks. That's it, not possible. You have to, if you changes anything in the Rabbit, it should bring again into the Rabbit, InfraWorks. Yeah. So anyone want to ask any questions? Yes, he's also asking, like, can we add transparency to topology, that is capture or instead to view service below? Yes, we can do that. Banudar Sahu sir is also asking, please share the Google coordinate system for India. We are still struggling for coordinate system and projections when importing KMZ to align in Civil 3D and from Civil 3D to Google Earth and KMZ file. Okay. Uh, Bunedar sir, so you can also connect with me directly, so I will can connect to you and give you the better resolutions for this sometime while you have some free time. So you can be and connect, and I can show you how you can do that. If you have any more queries, you can just mail me. Vinod Singh Yadav is asking, can we use reinforcement design after completed 3D designs? You can do rebarring in Rabbit file. You can bring that the InfraWork bridge into the Rabbit, and you can do the rebarring part. Any other questions? Like anyone have any questions? Yeah. Okay. Basuraj is Patel is asking how we can compare model with same disciplines. Example version 1 to V2. So under the docs, you have the options where you can compare the multiple versions of your files, whether you have V1, V2, V3, V4. So the old versions is always there. You can just select the two versions and you can compare both the differences. So so we take almost all the questions. I think one more questions. Can you please show me on live example? Sure, you can connect with me and I will show you the live example. So we end up the sessions. I just thank you all for attending the sessions. I hope it's a wonderful session for you and you get the some knowledge and it's very beneficial for you. Thank you so much, sir. If you have any suggestion, you can just mail me or contact us.